are so cool. I gotta harvest these because they're gonna be open tomorrow if I don't. And look at the size of the stem. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
It's probably because of the warmth of the high tunnel. It's reaching for the sky.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
You know what? They didn't get a lot of water either, so.
So what is the name of these again?
What? Purple Dance. Did you see my ice cream tulips?
I actually filmed these earlier.
Did you film these?
I didn't really film the ice cream tulips.
Isn't that cool? I like these. Oh, I killed the side of it, but yeah.
So they finally came along. They didn't melt in the high tunnel.
I had 100 of them, and I only got like 12, so that's not a very good.
So you're going to cut these, put them in the cooler, and try to do something with them this weekend.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If you want tulips.
Yeah, if you want tulips, stop on by. We don't know what time, but
I might drop off some random bouquets.
we're just going to knock on doors and
Hey, you know
say,
what? This
congratulations.
is a lot farther than I got last year. Ooh, it's
Oh,
raining.
it's raining. How romantic.
See, I wasn't sure about this. Like, why would I pick it at this stage? But that's the colored crack stage. Yep. Thanks.
Was romantic.
So
Story of
this
our
one-
lives.
These are very interesting. I'm actually going to take these home and put them in a vase for myself.
Well, good for you.
I am. I'm going to enjoy these suckers. The ones that are already open make it a lot easier to harvest too. I cannot believe these. These are so cool. Oh, I think the mosquitoes are getting to me.
I would be.
Wait, you bought me an ice cream, didn't you?
Yeah, it's time to go. Every time
I'm ready.
I get back here, you find something else to do.
Oh no.
So,
Good thing that one's mine. It's not that I'm finding something to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Couldn't do it in the sun. You're not supposed to harvest in the sun. These are going to come home with me.
did you spray your crop with
Yes.
deer
These
fence?
got to go in the cooler. Maybe you could take that bucket.
Maybe I could.
Look at this guy.
All right, honey.
This one doesn't belong in that group, but that is cool.
It does look like
That is very cool.
he decided he was going to just appear out of nowhere and be different.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome? They're like, if I'm going to grow tulips, I want them to be unique.
All right, well, let's not be selfish and take yourself too many of them.
Why? The ones that are open are already done. Like,
Well,
it's not like I can. And you know what? I deserve to enjoy these. I'll take as many as I want.
we got them at a discount. Trust me.
No,
I didn't
these
think
definitely
so.
not.
I don't think we got anything at a discount.
Yeah, we do.
We discounted how much we lost on the deal.
All right, grab that bucket and I'll take my ice cream. Time to go. Look at this though. Isn't that so pretty?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Oh my God. Like if I got tulips, I want them to look unique like that. So I'll definitely, maybe I'll just grow a whole bunch of these type. I don't know what they're called. Like what is the type of these called? I don't know. But
Are
grab
they
that
in the
bucket.
tulip family or?
Don't get me going.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's go.
Enjoy your ice cream. So while the wind has died down, may I ask you a couple questions about these tulips? Is it best to pull them with the little bulb on it? Like, why is that? Just less shock on the flower?
Store longer.
So maybe, is it possible they were maybe planted too deep, or
No, the soil is literally clay.
it's horrible?
You can't pull it out with the bulb. Literally, the soil sucks everywhere here.
Well, it looks like you did pretty good though for the soil sucking.
Oh, I did? They're literally 6 inches high and tiny. I don't think so. They look good to the average person.
Well, the deer didn't help you out either, but... And the weather has sucked royally as well, so I didn't get a chance to film the proper way to get tulips out, but...
Most people are not doing this. This is the flower farming way. Most people just enjoy their tulips in their yard.
We don't. We're out here getting wind burnt and getting blue lips. But yeah, it's looking good. I like those. So, in flower terms though, those are a little late.
What?
Like, is
These?
it?
No, these are great.
So it's okay that they're not too far gone.
They're not. These are even better.
And when you put those in your cooler, life expectancy is going to be roughly
I don't know, Brian.
trial and error, folks.
What do you care?
Well, I am part of the establishment.
Yeah, well, then I guess you'll be taking notes this week.
I'm going to be taking notes. I'm going to be the new bookkeeper here at Guide and Green Thumbs. Come in, balance the books. We'll be cutting more than flowers. We'll have a cut flower budget. But I'm pretty happy with how these tulips did turn out.
They're small this year, for whatever reason. Do we have more buckets?
You got about 3 or 4 up there too in the high tunnel, and I brought like a waste bucket we could use.
These are gorgeous.
So are you going to make bouquets with all the same type, or are you going to try to mix it up a little bit?
I don't know what I'm doing 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, you know what? I should have known that 10 minutes ago. That you didn't. But looks good. Well, we just lost.
Brought me more than 4 buckets.
Lost another. I didn't know we were harvesting the entire crop over
I
here.
didn't know they were ready.
Just lost another customer on the parkway. That ticket could have been a couple tulips. All right, so I'm gonna go find a few more buckets, but I definitely wanted to catch this, even if she is cranky.
Well, I'm a little cranky. I'm cold, and I'm like, I didn't expect to have to harvest all of these at once.
Well,
I'm just trying to save my harvest so I can make some money and sell these beauties.
and you'll do it. We'll be fine. It'll be great.
So you're gonna have to carry an armful.
Yeah.
You'll have to carry those. Emma, Blake, I need you to come carry a bucket. That's why
All right, folks. I'm getting wind burnt here, and my tulips are getting chapped. So I'm out of here.
This one don't even have that. It's fine. Then it goes in this pile.
This is what a family business is all about. When you have your kids working pro bono, the husband's working pro bono.
Oh, just keep one leaf on. If there's more than one nice leaf, then leave the top one.
Well, these are connected.
Take that leaf off, Emma. If the leaf is not like nice.
Yay, we're done. We can go home.
It looks like you have several
Right.
pails
Now
to
we
do,
need water.
Blake.
We need water.
All right, Blake, you know where the water is. Go turn it on, not full speed.
Halfway.
Emma, where are you heading off to already?
We got a lot more to do.
Let's go.
Come on, we'll do peach. We'll do peachy.
So what are you actually doing right now? Does this have to be done every time you harvest these, or is it because you were messy?
No, I just rather do it now than later.
But it has to be done regardless, right?
Yeah.
So what's your game plan? You're going to try to sell the tulips that don't have bulbs this week, and then hopefully the other ones will make it to Mother's Day.
I'll sell them when I can.
But you probably have Mother's Day as a deadline kind of for...
Ugh.
The tulip season's kind of over by then, isn't it?
I'm in control of the water now.
It's only over if you don't have them.
Well,
Hey, we're not doing that. We're rinsing this stuff.
let's go.
It's a waste of water. That's not hard enough to clean them. So you're gonna have to go put it on a little bit harder. Thank you.
Are you stressed out today? What's stressing you out on the flower farm? Deadlines, commitments, kids, annoying husband. Ding, ding, ding. All the above. Except the last one. Oh.
It annoys me that I have to have I don't have water here. It's such crappy water. Can't wash buckets. I got no hose or nozzle. That's the point.
Well,
You gotta strip these leaves.
next time I'll
Like,
check with the realtor. Make sure it's turnkey.
Zimbabwe. What happened to that thing where you put it on the leaves and you just... I'm going to look for it.
no, that's
I
not something you use on these.
That's for roses. They have strong stems. Tulips, they're very tender, like tulips. Listen to these two birds. They picked the perfect place to set up shop. Bickering back and forth. Well, here we are on the home front. Looks like the wife is up to something shady over here in this garden.
What are you saying?
What are you doing?
I'm sort of enjoying myself.
I know. It's weird.
A lot easier than farming.
I know. When you work on your gardens here, you glow, but when you're at the farm, I don't know.
I mean, I'm only glowing because I'm sweating now, but
It looks like you're doing a little revamp here.
I'm dividing and I'm taking out what really is happy. No, let me rephrase that. I'm cutting down and dividing what's really happy. Because the last few years, the grasses have gotten so wide, the hostas have gotten so wide, and it takes away from like the way I want it to look. And so you'll get these pockets in this garden where everything is like way too big and it's overgrown, and I haven't done anything to this garden in 2 years, so it needed it. I got in, I divided and separated, and like these guys got a major, all 3 sections I hacked back and I took out and moved. Like I had the Russian comfrey that's here. Usually it's here, and every year I say I need to move that because when it blooms and it gets really big, it hides that tree and it just is not in the right spot. So I had some dieback of my Simicifuga back there, so I wanted to plop that in there. So I got to move it, and I literally, do you want to see how many plants?
So the Russian wasn't comfy there?
No, no. Well, you know what? It was. It really liked that spot. I'll be sad if I actually torture it. This is literally everything they've taken out of the shade garden so far. And
Wow.
I mean, massive amounts of stuff.
Now, do I get to pick
June.
through this or no?
No.
For my
Whoa.
garden?
It's top heavy, actually. But look at just like massive chunks. And I really should have done this earlier than having them leaked out. But you know what? It's cloudy today and it's the beginning of the season. And Emma has a stomach bug, so I have to be home. I'm like, it's affording me an opportunity to work out here. And I haven't done it in so long. And I'm just like, like I had Hot Kiss here. Remember this was starting to get really too big and wide for this. So I took out a whole layer in the back. And I have extra Hot Kiss to put somewhere else. I divided up this little guy. This is Eros. I got like 6 fans. Andrew is actually coming in, but it was taken over by lungwort. So like I cleaned that up. Everything got a haircut. So it's good. I'm taking down the birdhouse. It has to be cleaned out. Oh, poor little guy.
Poor little guys. Where are you putting all these plants?
Well.
Do you have a plan?
But you know what? I'm sure I have some holes in places, and I'm sure I'm gonna plug them in. Yeah, I have a lot. But anyway, so I'm going in and I'm really doing all the cleanup that I should have did in the fall. And you know, I'm just reorganizing stuff. So I'm cleaning up. I exposed the border, the rock borders. I'm edging. You and I are gonna mulch. And then
We are?
yeah, I found massive ant hills, like giant sand dunes of ants. Ugh. Red ants, not fun.
So I have to climb Mount Mulchmore again?
Yes. And actually, I need you to dig out, see where the birdhouse was. I would love to just have an obelisk there and not have the post, but for this season, I'm just leaving it there. The clematis will climb up, but behind it, I have a ruby spice clethra, and I'm gonna just take that out. It never does well, and it just, like, they're late. There's another one, actually, over there. I can't remember the name of it. Is it 16 Candles? It's a white one, and see how, like, they're really late to like, break their dormancy, so they're not dead, but they just don't do well, and they're very leggy, and they don't bloom a lot. I think they need a lot more sun than this garden gives them. So I have some places I can plug them in. I'm gonna take them out. I'm doing this, I'd rather just get it done now. And I have a whole bunch of other plants that I can plug in. And maybe that giant hosta will actually just fill out instead of being stuck in tiny little corners. And you know, I like it. I'm revamping a little bit. I'm dividing what needs to be divided. Like this thing right here, this was twice the width. So all these things that are coming up are gonna leaf out and get huge. And back here, there was a whole nother section. So I literally just hacked it in half. This was growing into my ferns. I hacked that. Like now it's only about 18 inches wide. Same thing here. This would come over the walkway. And then I found some painted ferns that had self-sown in the rocks for 2 years, and they're full-size plants. So I really needed to get in and get some things divided. But you know, it was fun because like once I'm working through this, like it's kind of exciting and it's like enjoyable. I can't wait to see this come back. And we've been spraying for deer. It did rain and it's going to rain again. So hopefully at some point when it doesn't rain tonight, we can spray before bed, because that's really when we get the most deer damage. But luckily we've had deer here, but they have not touched anything yet. And hopefully they have enough to eat elsewhere.
You'll be happy to know that I stopped at Agway on my way here and I bought you some new deer fence. Because you were running low.
You kind of wasted money because I have 2 gallons of concentrate in my truck.
Well, whatever. I wasn't sure, and this is how, you know, we need to communicate better.
No,
just
that's
like
fine. I can use that in client gardens.
So you mean I had to deal with all these idiots on the weekend in there? The place was mobbed. These people are rude.
They are?
Yeah. I almost gave them some natural rear fence, if you know what I mean.
Why?
Because
Why were they rude?
one fart and they would have been out of there. I don't know. People don't know what they want, and people don't want to wait.
Yeah.
And it was
I'm
like,
impatient too. You know what? But I also lived in the city, so I have a little of that like personality in me. And you know what? To be honest, people come up here to relax, and you know, it's annoying to have the country folk in their way.
yes, I'm not calling.
I get it. I'm part city. I know.
Well, yes, and I'm not calling everybody from the city a cityite. I'm just
Well,
calling
it's like a
the people who were in there were cityites today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a certain time when their attitude and their impatience come out, and it's like, oh God, okay.
Yes.
You're supposed to be here and be chill, but you know they still bring that fast-paced, like immediate satisfaction to the country, and it just doesn't happen as fast up here. So.
And it's
but
like,
fine.
hey, don't push me because I do have a people repellent, and I'll drop the bomb if need be.
Great.
I learned that from you.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Growing up, one of 7, we had to entertain ourselves somehow.
Yes.
But,
And passing gas was a great way.
yeah.
So you and me are going to be working here today, it looks
Sweating
like.
for the oldies today.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I see you did some work out back,
Out back.
the patio
Oh, I
garden.
did. Yes. Well, I had the girls help me. With that, I kind of, cut back. I just still need to cut back some of the hydrangeas. But we started with the patio because it's such a nice space and I want to use it this year. And honestly, I'm tired of this place, like feeling neglected. It really weighs on me. Like I last year, like having neglected it and then having it been eaten by deer, like it really like punched me right in the emotional gut. Like I was literally just defeated. We had so many issues. Like, I don't know. We're always going to have issues, I have a feeling. It's just going to be a different year with a new problem. But, we kind of committed to getting this place in order. And it's May. Like, it's already May. Stuff is out. And I'm just, thank you for the stomach bug. I'm actually appreciative that poor Emmylou doesn't feel good.
I know we're actually missing Blake's first baseball game we ever missed is today.
Yeah, and you know what? And the kid got 2 singles today.
Yes, see? I told you.
Yeah. I feel you always get that guilt. Like, I kind of asked him if it was okay if I didn't go today or if you didn't go today because, your sister doesn't feel good and we'd like to get some stuff caught up here. And he was like, sure. And it's like, I kind of would feel like if I was him, you kind of I feel mom guilt when I don't go to things. But I do enjoy watching him play. Like, I'm sure he was just on cloud 9 today because he's, he got a couple hits and he's been pitching. He's been pitching pretty decent. So.
Well, he didn't have, his loudmouth #1 fan yelling from the background.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, though. I get that from my dad. I think just being like the parent that's just like, constantly rallying and I do that in everything though, not just like games. I even do that here. Like I'm rallying today.
Well, Blake is coming of age too. He's starting to really become a good ball player.
Yeah. And he's really like, I mean, we butt heads a lot, but like I feel like he's a good kid. Like I kind of have to expect that. He's 13, so he's he doesn't always want to be out here helping me, and sometimes I force him to help me, and sometimes he's happy helping me because he thinks he's going to get something out of it, and I'm okay with that.
Wait a minute, who do you get that from? I warned him, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, what people have to understand is we're baseball parents now. Our kids are in travel softball league, baseball league. I think we had 6 games this week.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to run a business. You're trying to start a business.
Yeah, I kind of need like another year to get the farm going. Like, if I wanted to reset, and I kind of wish I could backtrack announcing that we were opening this year because, I need to open financially. I need to start bringing money in, but like, there's a couple things that need to be done that are really throwing wrenches into our schedule and being very time consuming. And, I'd like to take this year and enjoy, get my gardens back on track, get my stuff planted without pressure to have it all figured out. And I do that to myself. You know, I
You
just think
do?
I'm gonna buy everything and it's all gonna naturally just bloom pretty. That's the city in me. You know, I'm just gonna buy it and it's supposed to do its thing, because for most of the time, like, that happens here. And I don't want to sound garden snobby, but when I plant here, like, it grows. Like, I don't know if it's because I just love it, and I gotta just, I don't know, the soil has been built up for years and it's established. And we're starting at ground zero at the farm, and it shows. It's a little rough, but I don't know.
Is it possible that you're just spoiled, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm definitely spoiled.
Well, I've been suggesting that you do like these you pick garden tours where you just walk people around. They pay for tickets. You know, I'm sure.
I know, and I can do workshops, and I can use the farm as a teaching spot also. And I think I will do a lot of that this year. It's just,
I'm sure people would pay to come spend a couple hours on a flower farm.
Yeah.
Leave your opinion in the comments, please, because the wife always gives me this, her head cocks a certain way when I say this,
Yeah.
and the one
No,
eyebrow
I get what
raises.
you're saying, but it also has to be pretty enough and in shape enough for people to come. Like, if I were to pay, and this is how I always view things, if I am going to buy a ticket for something and go, it's got to impress me. And right now we're not there yet. Like, we're not there yet. So I don't want to start off and get a bad, you know, people are like, it was okay. I want them to come and be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going back. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I want it to be done well. And it takes time to do that. And I'm impatient, and I want it to happen, and I just want to say it's going to happen and get it happening. But it will happen. I'm going to focus probably more so on workshops and just the little cut flower stand and get this stuff done. I have to cover crop my rows. The soil sucks. And I'm just back and forth on growing the dahlias in grow bags. The problem is we have crappy water. So it's, we only have, like, we need a well. Even though we have water, we can use it, but it's not sufficient enough. And if I put stuff in the ground, it would probably grow better, but the soil is bad. So I'd love to cover crop for a year. And I'll just
buy one of those Brita filter pitcher things.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got this covered.
Yeah, okay. We have like 3 in our kitchen, and we can't keep up.
We'll get through the year.
But anyway, so there's a lot, like, I'm still contemplating, which is giving me time to enjoy my own yard. So yeah, so we will, after I'm like done and cleaned up, and I'm going to shower at some point today. Hopefully after this is all done, and we'll do a little garden tour. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do that.
Welcome to Mount Mulchmore. Many men have gone missing because of this mountain. It's not because they froze to death when they reached the peak. It's because they sweated their asses off while trying to attempt it. Hopefully, I don't go missing and I make it back alive. If not, tell my family I love them. I don't know. Sounds like thunder and lightning. We may have to call it a day here. What do you think?
I think you should come back with that wheelbarrow and dump it here. They didn't put enough on.
It's E for effort. We give Maddie and Ariana an I for incomplete. Yes, they were.
Their idea of thick is definitely not my idea of a thick layer of mulch.
No, but then again, when you're thick-headed, sometimes
I'm taking out these
things
leaf
can happen.
shrubs over here, just like I want to, and I'm putting in hostas that I already have that I don't have bright back here. So
You remember that trailer we saw of plants? They'll probably all end up back in here before the day's done.
all right, bring that mulch over.
Oh, goodness gracious, yes. I see many little clovers coming through the mulch.
Some of those are coneflower seeds from leaving the heads.
So, how many inches of mulch do you recommend?
I mean, 2 to 3 is generally fine, but not here.
Especially if you don't weed it, right? You got to kind of like weed it.
Well,
You can't
the thing
just...
is, see the size that they are now? You got to rough them up because they're seed weeds. So you have to scrape them off and like kind of displace them and then put a thick layer over them. Or you can scrape them off, but there's so many in here, it'd be stupid to take the time to do that. So, but you got to do something. That layer of mulch is not going to be sufficient. I'm gonna put more June over here.
We got to do something because
Watch out.
this layer of thunderclouds.
Let's go. Get going. What are you filming for?
Well,
Oh boy.
it's coming.
Come on, pick that up.
So the answer to that mystery question, how many daddy long legs do you have to step on to start a thunderstorm, is 11. Probably should have stopped at 7. We're out of here, folks.
Woo!
Well, at least we don't have to water it.
God, I kind of wish we'd finished mulching though.
I know. You know what, honey? I was really getting into it.
Wow.
You know, I probably should have helped you before I started stepping on spiders because now I regret it.
Oh, it's gonna be happy though. All that stuff I just moved. That cart might not be happy
Well,
when it's done.
that's like the
The gutters.
produce section at the supermarket, watering the vegetables.
The gutters need to be cleaned out.
I know they do.
Go get it.
No gutter can handle this much rain. This is epic, folks. And we brave the elements to bring you this production. Anyway, that's going to do it for us today. We got a rain out. See you on Wednesday, hopefully, right? Whoa, whoa, stupid dog.
You're the one walking backward without looking.
Well, bye. Sorry. Yeah, tell him.